Hey guys, today is a video on CFC rules, or whether it's position of economic management or CFC rules, on where you can live in the world in terms of tax residency with much easier CFC rules to navigate by. So we're going to start off, get straight into it. I'm Will from HPT Group. Again, you probably already know me. If you don't, welcome to the YouTube channel. And I'm here to help you with tax residencies, corporate restructuring, fintech licensing, second passports, whatever it is we serve the clients at HPT Group. We are not biased towards locations, but obviously we will put out our personal opinion as well and have a lovely, nice, fair, banterous conversation. To say the least, if you do know me, then definitely we'll have some banter as well. But the UAE, number one, is a great place. You can have position of economic management in Cayman, BVI, other jurisdictions as well. Really great place to park yourself as a personal tax resident as well. Yes, there's some TRC concerns. If you do have property there and you can actually prove that you live there while just spending 90 days a year there and prove your main interests are in the UAE, different story. But typical entrepreneurs under 400-500k will have to be spending 189 days a year there to prove that vital income, right? Then we have Panama, no CFC rules. Costa Rica, Monaco, Georgia, okay? Georgia's a great, interesting one. Would not live there myself. I have lived there before for a short period. I had a beautiful long-term rental contract there. And, people working out of Georgia, they're just broke at the end of the day. I left there because it was just full of absolute brokies, if that makes sense. But when we have Paraguay, I'm going to make a separate video on. I'm not pro-Paraguay at all. It's bullshit, excuse my French, but bullshit TRC status. You cannot go there for 3-4 days a year and expect to get TRC status and that to be respected by other global governments where you originally come from. Usually not the case, mate, so be very careful. The same as Georgia as well. You got to spend a long time in Georgia as well. Thailand, they have a new remittance basis, which is currently in a transition process, but we can see, just like Bali, just like Indonesia, it's really pushed forward in regulation in terms of the digital world and how expats will be targeted moving forward. One of the reasons why I left Thailand, as you've seen in another video most likely, I used to have a great villa, a great life. I've lived in multiple villas in Thailand, had a really, really nice life there. Again, my wife is Russian. It was a really good place for us to move to, but we left for that specific reason of that changing in foreign income tax. Unfortunately, I do love Thailand today, still miss it today, but as you can see, I think we're okay. All right, Malaysia, very interesting one. Again, you have to spend a significant amount of time, about over 6 months mark in Malaysia to actually get it, but CFC rules are not really regulated, right? So it's a great place to actually move to. Philippines, there is no CFC rules in domestic regulation, especially as a foreigner. If you're a local citizen, it is different, but if you are not a citizen of the Philippines and you are living there, again, you can draw that income from overseas in a very sustainable, amazing manner. I've looked at the Philippines myself to live. Unfortunately, I could not find the quality of villa that I would like to actually live in, but I'm sure there is. And it's a very interesting place, and there's some great, it's a very complex tax code and tax law, but there's some great things you can do there. I'm aware about them. I'm balls deep in research within the Philippines tax code, and I really want to learn it full inside and out. Again, I'm not an expert on the Philippines at all. Again, I'm not a legal advisor either. I'm just a consultant. But the Philippines could be a fantastic place to actually park for, 5, 6, 7 months a year. Fantastic lifestyle, fantastic villas. Do your work, earn your money, head back into Europe, whatever floats your boat. Colombia, again, Colombia is a territorial for certain income, right? And again, Colombia, denationalized, a few countries within the CFC actual regulation, right? Very interesting. Same as Chile, we have gone and seen that as well. Switzerland has a very so move on to Europe. Switzerland has a very flexible regime. Okay, the lump sum programs, I've lived in Switzerland myself, in Lugano, also Zug. I love Bern, never lived in Bern myself, but Bern is one of my favourite cities in the world. I'm going to make a video on my top favourite cities. Bern is one, potentially best. Singapore, you can be very flexible in. Jersey and Guernsey, extremely flexible, obviously zero corporate tax, so they allow you to own your companies wherever you want to, if that makes sense. Liechtenstein, Serbia is an interesting topic. Cyprus, potentially, but again, there is a headline rate in Cyprus, so it depends where that company is. A little bit complex over there. Bulgaria has very low headline rates on corporation tax. And again, Czech Republic, the same story. Speaking Croatia, we'll move on to Croatia with they have very relaxed CFC rules, but it's in a transition process. It's just going to move into Schengen, and that's one that you wouldn't park your bus there because of what's probably going to be coming. But currently, it's very relaxed, very flexible. They don't mind what goes on, if that makes sense. The other ones are Romania and Isle of Man and Gibraltar. I used to live in Gibraltar as well. I've lived in a fair few countries. I've also lived in Gibraltar myself. Isle of Man I've actually never even been to, but we have sold a lot of substance, residency, and other services and compliance services in the Isle of Man. Could be a fantastic place, especially if you are in the UK, but you do have to spend 6 months there, and then you can benefit from those local corporate structures and overseas corporate structures in the Isle of Man. So they're the countries, guys: Isle of Man, Romania, Croatia, Czech Republic, Liechtenstein, Jersey, Cyprus, not Siberia, Serbia, Singapore, Switzerland, Chile, Colombia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, Georgia, Paraguay, Monaco, Costa Rica, Panama, and the UAE are the best countries to have overseas business in, with a much more relaxed approach to CFC regulation. Again, if you wanted more info on this, please let me know. You can apply to become a client below. And other than that, guys, see you later. Have a great day, and cheerio.